the black guy always dies. Think about it, man. Unforgiven, Alien, Rocky IV, The Shining.
Star Trek II, Forrest Gump, Witness, Night of the Living Dead.
That's the one. And what about that brother in Jurassic Park, man?
Oh, that was cool.
There was 2 black guys who died in that one. That was a twofer. You must be really pissed off at that one.
I'm telling you, man, the black guy always dies first.
What's up, guys? It's Benny. Imagine being a modern-day Hollywood actor and seeing what's happening right now to Rachel Ziegler's career. In videos like this, for instance, where Rachel Ziegler sits in a completely empty theater, oblivious, screeching and screaming and giggling like a serial killer, while the entire world laughs at her and then proceeds to cheer for herself in a movie that has lost $1 billion. I say that because it could have made $1 billion. Now it's going to lose hundreds of millions of dollars because of Rachel Ziegler. Will probably never work again. Imagine seeing that. The final boss of black hole, insufferable, narcissism, and selfishness, and saying, you know what? Hold my beer. Meet John Boyega. John Boyega is an actor. I guess you can call him that. He hasn't acted in anything in many, many years. But like a decade or so ago, he was in the completely garbage Star Wars reboot trilogy that killed off all of the main characters and was universally reviled by all fans, and many would call it a franchise killer. John Boyega now has decided to take out his incel rage at the Star Wars fandom. Not at the writers, not at the studio for cutting him out of his own movie, not at Disney for shrinking him on the Star Wars poster that was released in China. For obvious reasons, right? Yeah. No, ladies and gentlemen. John Boyega is attacking Star Wars fans because they're too white. And they don't want a black person existing in the franchise, you see. It's a big deal. Toxic fans are okay with us playing the friend, but we can't touch their heroes. You know, I know many Star Wars fans who view Mace Windu and Lando Calrissian as heroes, but you know, if you have no career going for you, I guess this is like a Hail Mary. John Boyega called out Star Wars for being so white during an interview. The new Apple TV original documentary, #1 on the call sheet. Black leading men in Hollywood. Oh, yes. Okay. What year is it? Boyega debuted as Finn in Star Wars Force Awakens and reprised the character in the 2 subsequent films. His role in the sequel trilogy led to online harassment. Oh, really? Oh. I like how they write that as though, like, there are anons who gets harassed. It doesn't matter. Everyone gets harassed online. Do you even understand how the world works? Listen to this groveling bitch.
Pandering. Let me tell you, Star Wars always had the vibe of being in the most whitest elite space. Like, this franchise is so white that it's like a black person existing in that was something. And you can always tell it's something when some Star Wars fans try to say, well, we had Lando Calrissian and had Samuel L. Jackson. It's like telling me how many cookie chips are on the cookie dough. I'm like, bro, they just scattered that in there, bro. They're okay with us playing the best friend, but once we touch their heroes, once we lead, once we trailblaze, it's like, oh my God, it's just a bit too much.
Hold on. So is he actually he's actually blaming not the scriptwriters, not Rian Johnson, not any of the directors. He's not blaming the people that actually made the film. He's blaming the fans who have nothing to do with the film. They don't ask our opinion. In case you're wondering how this works. What a breathtaking, I'm in shock. What a breathtaking take. John Boyega starred in these Star Wars. You can see here on Rotten Tomatoes that the first one was pretty roundly positively received. Star Wars Last Jedi has a 41%, which is abysmal. And The Rise of Skywalker has 86, but then crashes down here with the critics at 51. So, not great. Not a great showing. Whereas, let's just say, the original Star Wars has a 93 and a 96 right here. But I guess a black Darth Vader is triggering. It's not enough. Goodness gracious. What a remarkable take. There are so many people that were fans of this guy that liked his character and that fought for him, that were down to say, hey, why did you reduce his character in the film? I've seen that a lot. People like the Finn character. But now he's lost everything. We don't write the scripts, John, right? Star Wars was a cultural touchstone for an entire generation, black, white, blue, or green. Fans don't care about the color of the hero's skin because the vast majority of people in the Star Wars franchise are aliens, you dumb bastard. Don't you, they're aliens. Are we going to start talking about Wookiee representation? Jawa representation? Gee, look at all this fan diversity way back in 1983. Hey, John Boyega. The fans are not the problem. Posting old clips about people excited to go to Star Wars films. I'm convinced that John Boyega has never met an actual Star Wars fan because Finn should have been the main character is an incredibly popular opinion. It's true. There's a lot of people who did defend John Boyega. Now he's lost all goodwill, which is so it's the Rachel Ziegler thing. You luck out. You're not particularly talented. You by luck of the draw, by absolute Hollywood magic, you fall ass backwards into these opportunities, and then you destroy them for yourself. John Boyega attacking the fans who has maintained for years that the sequels did him dirty, and that his character, Finn, should have been the main character. The same fan base who railed against Disney reducing his image on the Chinese poster. Where was this fire when he was asked to be a minstrel show comedy clown in The Last Jedi? Oh, that's right. He took the paycheck and kept his mouth shut. Spare me your righteous indignation now. That's right. He's lost so much goodwill with the fans. Look at this. Here's Star Wars in China. Here's Star Wars in America. Here's Star Wars in China. What happens to John Boyega? He is vaporized, literally, on the poster. Yeah, Disney did that. Fans didn't decide. All the Star Wars fans didn't come together and vote for this, John. Dumbass. Friendly reminder that John Boyega is a foreign national who made millions off our system of oppression and these white toxic fans. RT, if you think he should return the money. That's right. Yay. You know what? It's a good idea. Return the money, John. He needs to stop. Everybody wanted him to be the focus of the sequel. A stormtrooper turned Jedi is such an awesome idea. But Kathleen Kennedy decided to uplift Rey. Girl boss. Hey, John Boyega, don't blame fans for how Disney treated your character. We all wanted you to be one of the heroes. They didn't. Blame Disney. Kathleen Kennedy, Rian Johnson. The massive F-up that is The Last Jedi. If John Boyega spent any amount of time with the actual fans of Star Wars, he'd know most of them wanted him to be the main character. Can't read the room. Sometimes I think John Boyega is the male version of Rachel Ziegler. There you go. Here we go. Let's do one more. Dear John Boyega, fans do not write the scripts that get used in the movies that you perform in. Fans do not control the way the marketing is done. Fans are seldom listened to by Disney at all. I mean, imagine. You know who cucked Finn? Who we all wanted to be a Jedi? Disney did that. You know who cucked Finn in the marketing? Disney did that. You know who cucked Finn in writing quality? Disney. But you wouldn't speak out against your paymaster, would ya? Right? It's much easier to pick on the fans who, if you really actually thought for just a second about it, are the paymaster. We're the reason that the movie works or doesn't work. Disney doesn't even put up the cash to make the movie. The producers go and raise that. It's so smooth-brained, man. Not only did the majority of the fan wants Finn to be a Jedi, but they wanted him with Rey. Mentally ill writers, though, made a side thought, intentionally messed with the viewers, and ultimately made him a throwaway character. Your gripe is with Disney, not any fan of any color. Somebody who told, yeah, there you go. P.S. Fans of the series also to this day think Mace Windu is one of the coolest characters ever existed. His purple saber is iconic, and there's no other reason for having it other than it looked cool and it stands out. So stupid. Ladies and gentlemen, can't fix stupid. I don't know exactly what the idea is behind this move. But if you're trying to win the Insufferable Narcissist Award against Rachel Ziegler, then John Boyega, the award is yours. It's your boy Benny. Like, share, and subscribe. See ya.